and welcome to the Silvical Kitchen. This evening I'm going to be bringing you a recipe for a nice and simple bruschetta, or as my Italian cousin says, bruschetta. So kid, let me know if that is okay on the pronunciation. This is a great appetizer to put together. It's going with our pizza theme, and that it has a lot of the same ingredients. What I like about this recipe though is it's a lot more assembly. So if you're not up for cooking a whole lot of something, this is a lot more of just putting things together once it's ready. So a little bit of slicing, a little bit of assembling, and then you've got something good. So here's what we've got. Here are the ingredients you're gonna need. You're gonna wanna start with a good crusty loaf of Italian bread. So we've got some bread here that we'll start with. You're also going to want a small tomato. You can kind of pick the size out, but it doesn't need to be too big. You're going to be having fairly small slices. You're going to need some fresh mozzarella cheese, and then a little bit of pesto or fresh basil, and then you'll want to top it off with some olive oil or some balsamic. For this one, I'm going to be using a great balsamic glaze that we picked up from Aldi, and so that will top it all off and bring it all together. So if you're ready, you don't need to make this along with me. If you've got a good bruschetta recipe, you might want to stick with that one. But here's a nice simple way to put this together. So first, we'll start off with one of the pieces of bread. We'll take that, and right on top of that, we'll take one of the slices of tomato. We'll get that on top there. A little bit of mozzarella. You can kind of trim it down to fit the slice, or if you're like me and you like a little extra cheese, you can have it hang over a little bit. And right after that, I like to take a little bit of pepper, just sprinkle a little pepper on there. And then you can use pesto here. I'm actually going to be pulling some fresh basil from my herbs over here. And so a basil leaf works really well on there too. If you have that around, if you have some pesto, a little dab of pesto can go in there as well. So we'll put that on there, and then we'll just finish it off. We'll top it off with a little bit of the balsamic glaze. If you prefer the flavor, a little bit of olive oil will do the same thing here. You can swap those out in the same way. So we'll finish it off here. Just getting a little bit of the glaze on here, and here we go. We've got a little single serving appetizer. It's a little bit like a pizza, but not as much of the work. I hope that you can enjoy this sometime. Hope it's an inspiration for you for something to try out as a good appetizer. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we're looking forward to a delicious evening ahead. Enjoy. This is good. This is good stuff. Thanks, everybody.